Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and a few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Mike 319!
Throwing on first down is Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 35-yard line.
Mike 50.
180!
Here we go, D. Tight right. Hey. You got 3.
From the gun, it's Allen. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a man who really stepped up last year, this is Matt Breida. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. Now it's Breida. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
20.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. On 2nd and 7, Allen. He's got some breathing room. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Bills 0.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This is Breida. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy.
He may try and run for this. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
Right to the 3.
Yeah, let's get set lunch. Switch.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kareem Hunt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. But the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Flushed out right. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 26-yard line. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now. It's Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Going deep for Diggs. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Breida, he'll try the right side. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 21-yard line. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Check. 180. Check. 53. 8.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So that one will get him halfway to the first down marker. 7 yards makes it 3rd and 7 now. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Sanders' kick is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like you had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A big play here for the Bills. 42 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
56.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll run for it. Lynch. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Back to
Eddie!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to launch this thing. Wait. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. They try again with Lynch. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Allen now on 3rd and goal. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Demaryius Thomas as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. They'll try and run it here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. To throw is Newton. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
Incomplete. It's second down and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Three bud.
They run with Breida. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that
And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, 79 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 52. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Here's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 19. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Going for it on 4th down. Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Allen now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. Boy, the run on 1st down a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Operating from the gun, Allen. And he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. On 1st down, Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go? I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now Allen. And now here is another interception. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the 25 on second down, Allen, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on fourth down? They'll go for it. Allen now looks to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bills are able to make things a bit more respectable. Hauschka with the extra point. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Breida, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They run forward with Breida. And some room to run now. And now nothing but green ahead of him. 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, 66 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead will swell by one more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
On second down, it's Patrick. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The Bills on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is third down and 12. Allen operating from the gun. And he finds Beasley complete. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. To throw, it's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Throwing on second and long. Allen got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Allen going to try and throw on third down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And this one caught by Beasley. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Allen. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. On first down, Patrick. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On third and long, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Brown. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal.
Coming to you, coming to you.
Now Allen. And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler Xavier Howard. Pushing through the contact. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, getting the points from me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, What now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest. No recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables. Now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the errands need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it. That's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking. They don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch